off to the east. That first line of storms is heading into western Minnesota and Lakes Country as we speak. And on the backside of that storm, some scary looking clouds. Here's the latest on the radar. We're tracking from Norman County near Ada towards Detroit Lakes and the northern reaches of Otter Tail County. This initial push of storms, it was this line that caused the estimated 80-plus-mile-per-hour winds that toppled a tractor out in southeast North Dakota. Now, the storms have lost a little bit of punch, but gusty winds will be the primary threat. There's a recent report of some small hail taking place in and around Pelican Rapids. So dime-sized hail, a possibility from these cells, and it is on the doorstep of Detroit Lakes over the Cormorant area right now. Also in northwestern Otter Tail County, not far from Pelican Rapids, you have this wave move through. Notice the pink here on the radar return. That's some larger hail that's giving us that return. So this is where we likely have the best chance of hail, about 4 miles to the southeast of Dunvilla, heading towards Vergas in the lakes area there. Now, Pelican Rapids, the second wave is heading towards you right now, but this one looks to have a lot of heavy rain. Notice this backwards C shape to this. This is indicative of some pretty gusty straight line winds, and although they are not showing up as strong as they were just a couple of hours ago, still some gusty winds as these move to the northeast at a clip of about 40 to 50 miles per hour. Now, moving through the southern Red River Valley is a secondary band of storms right now crossing the I-29 corridor. And our own Eric Whitehill is on his way out towards portions of southeast North Dakota where damage occurred. We're efforting getting you more information on that. Now, for western Cass and the Buffalo area, also out towards and approaching Castleton, another round of storms. But you notice the movement to the northeast here as these loop through. So places like Jamestown and eastern Stutsman County, as well as much of central Barnes County, some gully washers with some possible small hail. This line of cells that is down near the South Dakota border is likely the most heavy cell that we have going on right now. As we take a look at our hail size indicators here, just off to about 3.5 miles or so to the southeast of Ellendale, we could have a core of hail making its way through there. This also moving east-northeast towards Ludden. So that area of Dickey County will see some heavier thunderstorm activity. Prepare for some sizable hail and gusty winds with those cells. Hey, the Northern Valley along Highway 200 and Highway 2 and points north, just heavy gully washing rain out here. We're talking about sizable rain amounts up here in the Devil's Lake Basin, stark weather through Devil's Lake, moving into northeast North Dakota and heading into northwest Minnesota a fair amount. Grand Forks getting hit very hard this weekend, and there is a line of heavy precipitation heading towards you as well. So flooding is going to be a concern, especially in the Northern Valley, and a severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect for the Southern Valley until 9 o'clock tonight. We could see some isolated activity, but the primary threat of the huge hail and whatnot seems to be diminishing here later in the day. A flood advisory for the FM area, numerous reports of flooded streets. Turn around, don't drown. We can give our sewer systems a chance to get caught up with what's going on out there. There's that look off to the east, 64 degrees, rain reported right now. Winds are gusting to 22 miles per hour. They're from the northeast right now on the backside of this system. Grand Forks, your wind direction from the east on the opposite side of the storm, but a cool 63-degree temperature right now. 64 Fargo, 68 Wahpeton, warmer in Sisseton, but look at the cool pool moving into the basin and Devil's Lake, 58 degrees. These storms are quick movers. By the early to mid-evening hours, pushing through Lakes Country and out of our viewing area for the most part by 10 o'clock tonight. For a quieter but cooler night of sleep, we'll talk about temperatures that will be in the 40s and 50s to start your day. And then it does look like a quiet day, east winds with a spotty sprinkle or two in the afternoon moving in from the west. So somewhat cooler weather for sure, with anywhere from a few tenths of an inch of rain to 3 inches of rain under these heavy thunderstorms. Tomorrow, Fargo climbing up into the mid-70s, wind from the west around 10 miles per hour and a fair amount of afternoon cloudiness. Likewise, your hometown forecast, low to mid-70s across the board, and isolated sprinkles is all we'll see. Look at this upload at Star Lake. Some storms heading towards Star Lake right now, Diane. Get ready for those, some windy ones as a matter of fact, and your planning forecast shows Friday, another chance of thunder with those low 70s in there, comfortably cool, we can call it. The weekend warming up by Sunday, but this weekend, as opposed to last, looks quieter. Take a gander at this. Monday through Wednesday, temperatures only in the 60s. Tuesday morning and Tuesday night, by the way, some spots in the Northern Valley may have their first bout with 30s for lows. Andrea.
A lot of areas getting rain that don't need it, right?
Well, there's been
Some
a
areas.
real wet close to the summer season here. Today's Village and Spotlight couple is Dan and Connie Erdman from Crookston, Minnesota, celebrating 48 years of wedded bliss. Congratulations, you two, and join us tomorrow, this time, this place. We kick off the Shields Weather Kit program. Looking forward to that as well.
Awesome. Apple unveiled some new products today when you can get your hands on them. Coming up next.